Hey everyone, it says I'm live. Uh, I'm not going through StreamYard, so this is all new to me. StreamYard is not connecting to this channel right now. I have people looking at it, so hopefully, hopefully it's going to work. I don't know. They don't let you preview like what the camera's going to look like. It won't take my webcam, so I'm going to adjust. Let me know if you can hear me, Bridget. I know you were here a second ago. Let me see if there's a way I can adjust this camera because I put a lot of lights on because I didn't know, um, I didn't know what it was going to look like. They don't show you that. So let me see if I'll turn one of these lights off or try to turn some of this brightness down. There we go. That looks better. Let me see if it looks, that's much better. Yay. Oh, thank you for coming to my first live stream. I'm so excited to see you here, Bridget. And for those of you watching later, please comment below. Let me know that you watched this video. This is my first live stream on this channel. Like I said, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Beth, and I live in Texas. And I have opened up a new store. It's called tenofheartsstore.com. That is the website. It's linked up at the top, pinned up at the top. And I hope it will be one of your favorite stores. I'm going to show you about 50 items today, and then on Thursday, I'm going to come back and show you about 50 more. And as I talk about the items, every few minutes, I'm going to stop and tell you some reasons that this store is so special and why you might want to go check it out. I'm a plus size woman. I've been selling plus size clothing since 2017, and I know how hard it is to find plus size clothing, trendy, fun, beautiful, at a great price. And that's what I aim to bring you guys, and great service as always. So let's go ahead and start showing some of the clothing that I have. It says I have 3 people here, so I would appreciate if you guys could just give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. I'd like to grow this channel. And so we're going to go ahead and start with this one right here. Now, this is an unbranded t-shirt tunic, and it's in a 2XL. And this has surprisingly been one of my most popular sells right now. Even though it is unbranded, this shirt is a beautiful green and black swirl, just a very unusual pattern, just a little bit slick, but not too much. And it's just gorgeous. So these have been selling very, very well. And let's see what we have. Is it hot where you are? It is hot here in Texas, let me tell you. I wish I had time to swim today, but I don't. All right, so let's check this one out. This one's got some bling on it. This is a Styling Company 2X. It's a beautiful floral pattern, and it's got pink studs on it. I hope you can see the sparklies there. Now, if you're in the chat or you're watching later and there's an item that you're interested in, but you want to know a little bit more about it, like maybe you want measurements or you want to know what the material content is, all you have to do is just leave me a comment below, put a timestamp so I can find the item quickly, and I'll get back with you with that information. All right, this looks like a new with tags here. This is an Ashley Stewart Curvy Girl 3X. This is a crop top. And I believe I got several of these while I was sourcing this week. Isn't that cute? Shows a little bit of belly. All right. Gloria Vanderbilt 1X. This is a really pretty geometric pattern with studs not only on the collar and down, but also on the sleeve. And that's kind of unusual to find. This is in a black and pink, like a tribal geometric pattern. Very, very pretty. This could be casual. You could even dress it up a little bit. I think a chain would look really great with that. Now here we have a sleeveless, almost famous 3X top. It's a tank top. Been trying to pick up some summer wear for you guys. This has a lot of fringe around it, kind of boho. And at the bottom, it is a shark bite hem. Now I need to cut that one little string right there. All right, we got a t-shirt here. This is an extra large, and it says surviving the daycare life, one meltdown at a time, for those of you who work in a daycare. this would be incredible. This says it is an extra large, but this looks like more of a men's extra large, so probably a ladies 1 or 2X really. All right, so let me start by talking about what makes this store so special. The first one I'm going to talk about is I have 1 to 2 day handling. Typically, I ship the next day. However, sometimes the post office doesn't pick up or we have bad weather. So I like to give an extra day just in case. The only time I won't be shipping in 1 or 2 days is if I happen to be out of town. So if you place an order with me and I am out of town, I will email you and let you know, give you the chance to cancel the order. I know some of you purchase items from me for a special occasion. You need to get it right away. I will let you know, and you always have the option to cancel if you think it will not get to you in time. All right, this is something striped knit. This is a Cato established 1946. This is an extra large. Now, my store is called 10 of Hearts Plus Size Fashion. However, I do carry the size extra large because for some of us, it is more like a transition size because, you know, we go up and down sometimes in our weight. So I like to carry a lot of extra large. You probably will not see very many larges in my store, but definitely extra larges you will find a lot of. Who came in? Hey, Maggie, how are you? I don't even know if I can click on that, what it does. No, it does absolutely nothing. Okay. Hey, Major Win. How are you, Doug and Ro? Good to see you here. So I've never gone live via YouTube before. I've only used StreamYard, so this is unusual. Trying to get StreamYard they gave me permission to do it, but then when it came time to do it, it said no way. So I'm trying to get them to figure out why it's not connecting. I also want to dual stream on my Facebook page. I have a Facebook page, 10 of Hearts. It's just 10 of Hearts. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get an Instagram. I'm trying. So trying. This is by Shine. It's a 3XL. And some of you might say Shine, Shine. Some of their items are very, very popular. And again, this is a racerback tank and it is a 3XL. And isn't that adorable? And they sell for me all the time. So Shine. And like I said, these are at discount prices. You're not going to pay a lot for them. And you will bundle at the end of when you go to your shopping cart, it will combine shipping for you. So you don't have to worry about, how much is it going to cost to ship? Will you give me a discount? It does all that. Now, I sell a lot of sheer items in my store, and so I like to offer camisoles. All right, so this is a Time and True red camisole, and it's a extra large size 20, and it has adjustable spaghetti straps. So you will see some camisoles today in the haul. I was almost out of them, and so I'm glad I found some. Basic Editions 2X. This is really cute. It's a knit top, short sleeve, floral with some bling around the collar right there. Also on this channel, if you haven't already found out, there are some reels that I put up last week of items that came in recently that have already been listed. If you want to check those out, that would be great. Something white here. Okay, this is a Cato Woman 22W, 24W. It's inside out, unfortunately. And it is another tank. But what I like about this is the lace around the collar right there. Very, very pretty. Lightweight, perfect for summer. Perfect for summer. Is it hot there where you are, Doug and Ro? I'm glad to see you too. Good to see you. I wish I could put you on the screen. This is so weird. I can't do a fancy intro. I can't do fancy songs, but hopefully next time. Terra Sky 2X. Again, I found a lot of items with bling this week. It's got a flutter sleeve. This is in a real pretty green floral geometric pattern. Very, very, very lightweight. Got a lot of LuLaRoe in last week, some jeans, a hoodie, several things like that. If you guys like LuLaRoe, it's up already. This is Decorated Originals 2XL. Now, this is one of my favorite things to sell. 4th of July, patriotic. Look at that. Really, really cute. I have a lot of patriotic items in this store right now. And 4th of July is coming up. Veterans Day, Memorial Day is just passed, but you can wear them all year round. They're very, very popular. I also have Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Easter, you name it. I have all kinds of holidays. So let's see. USA. Here's another one. This is by Maurice's. This is a 2X to a 3X USA t-shirt. This will not stick around long because it's very difficult to find plus sizes in Maurice's. It really is. I don't see a lot of them. All right, looks like we got another tee. This is Walt Disney World. This is extra large. Yeah, really, really cute. Mickey with the sorcerer's hat there. I think it's shrunk a little bit in the length, but definitely not in the width. Which brings me to my next reason why this channel is so special, this store, is I provide measurements in all of my listings. And I also use what some people don't use, which is a template, which is a visual picture of that type of item. Let's say we have a pair of jeans. It'll show a pair of jeans, and it will show the measurements, the waist, the hips, the rise, the inseam, and the hem. If the measurement is not there, that usually means that there's no seam to measure with. So that is really great, especially for people who are visual. And I've had a lot of clients who have remarked to me how appreciative they are of the visual measurements instead of just writing them out. I wish I could show you maybe on Thursday, if I can share my screen, what it looks like. But if you just go to my store, click on an item, you'll see it. All right, this is by Just Fashion Now. This is extra large. This is a Christmas t-shirt. Isn't that beautiful? Long sleeve. Wow. And it's a little bit different on the back. It doesn't have the tall tree on the back. Isn't that pretty? And so, like, if you live in a hot climate like I do at Christmas, we're wearing shorts and t-shirts, and no problem. We don't have parkas on or anything. Ooh, this is very boho with some fringe on it. This is a t-shirt that is been cut up on purpose. It's a size extra large. Look at this. Progreso, Yucatan, Mexico. This is another thing that I really like to sell. Look at all that fringe right there. And it has some cutout sleeves. I don't know if you can see that. That's another thing that I like to sell because a lot of times we go on trips and souvenirs are so expensive. So come back and get a souvenir after the fact for a discount. Hey, I have t-shirts from all different places in the store. So let's see, watching the chat. I have that shirt. Well, I used to. Maggie, Beth, I love the top you're wearing. Brings back memories. Okay, Maggie, I am going back, I think. Hit me up. I think I'm going to be going back this year. So hit me up if you're interested. I'm shooting for October, but I haven't finalized anything. Like, it's just at the very beginning planning stages. Valerie and I were talking about you today, that we were wondering how you were feeling. Dress Barn 2224W. This is just a cute striped t-shirt by Dress Barn, and it's a V-neck. The same on the back as it is on the front. I'll show y'all the back if it's different, okay? You guys know me. I get nervous on live streams. I've been doing this since 2017, and I still get nervous on live streams. It's been one of those days. I've been in the car a lot, and I'm ready to sit down and list. Rebecca Malone, 3X Cotton Blend. This is a really pretty pattern right here. Really pretty pattern. Okay, so now it's time for me to talk a little bit about the store. I have over 2,400 items listed in the store now. I also have them divided in collections. So if you just want to look at jeans, you can click jeans. If you just want to look at sleepwear, you can click sleepwear. I also have some novelty earrings that I've put together. I only have one pair of each. And so Novelty earrings are my jam right now. I just uploaded about 20 pairs of patriotic earrings. So if you want to wear something special for the 4th of July, you want to get over, because like I said, I only have one pair of each right now. Yes, let me know. I'd love to meet up if I could. All right. I'm feeling good. No further episodes, so I'm hopeful it was one and done. Over 2400 listings. Great job. Yeah, Doug, I know you said you were thinking about opening a store. Let me know, and I will tell you some of my woes. We can get on and talk, and I can tell you some of my mistakes that I've made that hopefully you will not make. It's been an experience. JM Collection Extra Large. This is one of my favorite brands to sell. Their clothes are just so pretty, okay, and they seem well made because this is a sheer sleeve right here. I've owned several of these. It's hard for me not to keep a lot of these items for myself, truthfully, but I don't have a big enough closet. But I have kept some of the JM collections, and they have held up in the wash over and over again. So I feel like they're made pretty darn well. All right. Yeah, just message me, Doug and Ro, and I'll get you my contact information. I would love to talk to you. I love helping people and telling them things that I've done wrong so that they don't have to go through it. This is by Zerjan. This is a 3X, and it's a quarter zip, like a mock turtle. You know, it's not something that's going to keep you super warm because it's kind of slick. It's not knit like. So, but it is so pretty. And, you know, purple's my favorite color. And so this is a great active wear piece. I mean, this would be great to put on if you're cycling or anything like that, playing golf, you know, something like that. We have something in gray here, just my size 3X. You know, just my size is like one of my popular sellers, but look at the pleated front there. The pattern is really cool. There's some studs. I just love it. And it's got a little bit of a ruffle around the neckline. So it's not just a t-shirt. And I do sell Walmart and Target brands over and over again, because what happens is the patterns get retired and then people can't find them. And then they'll find something in my store and they're like, well, I don't remember seeing that pattern in the store. That's because it was retired. That's the same way with LuLaRoe, right? They retire a lot of things. This is by Zach and Rachel. This is an extra large, and this can be on or off the sleeve, right? On or off the shoulder. Look at that cute, cute bell sleeve right there. Isn't that adorable? And then look at the bottom with the pom-poms. This is cute. I wish this was my size. I would probably wear this. It's a little girlier. Oh, I was so happy to find this, guys. I can't wait to show you this. Okay, this has eyelets on it. This is by Maurice's again. It is an extra large. It is a jacket, or I would call it a shacket. Maybe, I don't know. But I love the eyelets on this. See? It's got a roll tab sleeve. It's got an elastic waist. It's got pockets. Like, this has so much going for it. I know it doesn't look that great right now, but after it's cleaned and steamed, this is going to look great. It even has a little drawstring in the front. This is not going to last long. I don't see these. And it's zip up, but then it also has snaps. So it zips all the way up and it has snaps all the way up. This will not last long. This is a true find here. This will probably be on one of my reels. Probably so. We're ready for your book. No, I've written a book before. I don't care to write another one. Thank you very much. No, never again. It never got published because I never could edit it. I'm just too much of a perfectionist to edit it. I don't know what size this is. This is another one of those unbranded shirts. But look at the turtles, guys. And the starfish. Look at that. Let me just flip it over real quick and look at the size, because I don't typically bring something home that doesn't have a size. It's an extra large, but I don't know. I think a 1X person might be able to wear that maybe. That is so cute. Oh, I mean, unusual. Nobody you see has that shirt. I guarantee you. All right, let me go down my list here. Okay. The other perk to my store is I have free returns. I have 14-day free returns for any reason. If you try something on, it doesn't fit, or it fits and you don't like the way it looks, all you have to do is message me from the store contact page. I will send you a return label, and once I receive the item in the same condition it was sent in, I will refund your money minus what you paid for shipping. I have no problem accepting returns. Everyone should be able to return items. Okay. Now, I am a one-person operation. I I process about 100 pieces of clothing every week by myself. So I'm sure there have been times I have missed a flaw, and that's just I'm a regular person. It doesn't happen very often though. So if you see a flaw and you want to return it, no questions asked. I will tell you that from probably a month ago to now, I am not putting anything in this store that has missing a button, has a hole in the tag, has a spot of lipstick on the collar. None of that is going in this store. Everything has been looked over very, very, carefully, and that's how it is. No, no flaws. Okay, this is another Maurice's 24/7 2XL. Boy, I hit the jackpot. This is a little dress. It's a little tank dress. It's got V-neck in the front and back. Just really cute. Really, really cute. A mini. Doesn't look like it has pockets, but it's in a green and white polka dot. Isn't that cute? Very stretchy. Very, very cute. All right. This is like a blue green in color. So let me go ahead, and since I'm talking about this, I have another perk in my store, and that is that on almost every listing, you will see a color wheel photo. I wish I could share my screen. So I have two color wheels, one with colors, one with black, white, gray. And so I will hold the item up. It's usually my last photo with the color wheel, so you can see what shade of blue it is, what shade of yellow. Is it closer to a gold? Is it closer to an orange? You don't have to even wonder. Just look at the color wheel photo, and that will give you a really, really big idea. And again, I've had clients who tell me over and over again they appreciate the color wheel photo so much. Just makes things so much easier. Color is very subjective. Is it a blue, robin egg blue, or a sky blue, or is it a powder blue? It's very subjective. So, all right, this is an open top, and I sell a lot of open tops. This is by Coldwater Creek. It's a 2X, and on open tops, unfortunately, I don't usually give chest measurements because some women wear them super close up, and some wear them open, and so it's going to be misleading to put a chest size. So I don't, and I just tell the client, if you want to send it back, you can send it back. I tried measuring the back line, from the arm to the arm. That doesn't seem to be the same measurement, and so I just choose not to put a measurement on open cardigans, things like that, dusters. All right, now here's a basic piece, and it's by Torrid, and it's a size 2, which is a 2X. I have a lot of basic pieces. This is just a pink shirt, button up, long sleeve, classic sleeve. So I do carry basics, plain colors, nothing fancy. We all need something like that in our wardrobe. When I first started, I only picked like floral and geometric and, stripes. And then I'm like, everybody needs something else to go with something else. Quacker Factory, extra large. This is another color that, it's a blue, but with this color wheel, you're going to be able to tell exactly what shade of blue it is. And so Quacker Factory is known for a lot of bling on their items. They have a lot of holiday wear with glitter and studs. Well, this one doesn't have that. What it has is a grommet on the sleeve. All right. That's its special thing. I very rarely find a Quacker Factory that's just plain with nothing. Quacker Factory is sold on Oh, QVC. And if I remember, I usually put a picture of the tag with the QVC number on it to prove that it is an actual QVC brand. Okay. Let me stop and take a break. I got to have some Diet Coke and read the chat. So I'm just so excited that y'all came in and joined me for my first live stream. Please, please share this channel or the store if with any women that you know who might wear extra large and up, and ask them to just give me a shot. I would really appreciate it. Yeah. Well, hey Val, how are you? Thanks for coming to my first live stream. Oh, I have so much stuff to do today, and I just want to take a nap. Okay, this is a cardigan, a striped cardigan, knit cardigan by CJ Banks 1X. It is a button up, I would say 3/4 sleeve, and the buttons are really, really cute, by the way. No, hold it that way. They're kind of cute. They look like snaps, but they're not. Okay, the store website is pinned up in the top, and it's also in the description. All right. This is by Old Navy, extra large. This is a dress. Old Navy dresses do very, very well in my store. This is just a black shirt dress, floral. But people love them. Old Navy is a good brand. I'm looking to see if it has pockets. A lot of theirs don't have. This doesn't have pockets, but that's okay. It's just really cute. I think I see a LuLaRoe here. I got lots of LuLaRoe in last week. Extra large. This is a dress, it looks like. Let me see. Yeah, it's a dress. I don't pick up all LuLaRoe, but in plus sizes, if it's a pattern that I think is really unusual, really pretty, this is a shirt dress. This is a funny story. Okay, I'm not really good at telling the styles because when I go to the LuLaRoe website and they have the Amelia and then they have the this and they have the that, unless if it's new with tags, I always put the name of the style. But I don't want to guess because some of them are so close, they almost look the same. And I don't want somebody saying, well, that's not an Amelia, that's a Kelly or whatever. So I stopped doing that. I'm general, shirt dress, LuLaRoe, what size, all that. So I had a lady last week message me and she said, this looks like a classic tee. That's what they call one of them. And she said, you would get more buyers interested if you would put that this is a classic tee. And I was like, okay, well, thank you for your help, And about 6 hours later, it sold. So I didn't change it. And so I wrote her back and said, thanks for the idea, but it's already sold. So I don't know. And it wasn't her. She didn't buy it. So I don't know if it was because of the activity. I don't know. So when in doubt, I'm just general. This is so cute. CW Classics 2X. This is a tank top. Is that not adorable? I love that. The embroidery. I'm sorry about my lighting, guys. I hope to get my new camera next time. If I do stream art, that's so cute. All right. This one has lots of beads on it. Catherine's Liz and Me 3X. Yeah. So this is a beige tank top. Again, I'm looking for summer wear. Look at all that bling on there. And I checked it out, and I believe everything's there. I don't think there's any missing studs or anything like that. So yeah, I'm glad to see you here, Val. Did you hear I got my Facebook back? I'm so glad I got my Facebook back. Okay, this is a Whataburger shirt, and it's in a 3XL. So I very seldom get a 3XL Whataburger shirt. So any of you who work at Whataburger or are a Whataburger fan, this is their official, or it was at one time, their official uniform. Haven't been to Whataburger in a while because I'm on a diet. So down 12 pounds. Still going for it. Still trying. Okay, here comes one of those camisoles. This is a Lane Bryant 1820. I love this. It's purple. I don't know that I have a purple camisole. And it's got lace. This is one of my most popular sellers right here is the Lane Bryant with the lace. Adjustable spaghetti strap, and it has lace at the bottom. So, oh, I'm so glad to get some camisoles into the store. It's really running low. Indigo thread 2X. This has a foil pattern. It's like a mandala. It's a t-shirt, long sleeve with this foil. It's like a burgundy background with gold foil. That's pretty. And look at this. It is a long, long shark hem. First, I thought it was a tie, but it's not. It's a shark hem, shark bite. All right. Another LuLaRoe, extra large. I don't believe I've had this dress yet in my store. Oh, come on, camera. I'm very disappointed in this cam. I wish it would take my webcam. No, it won't. I'm just going to sit here for a second, let it kind of settle down. This burgundy. It's not showing up. This is a fit and flare dress. Bridget's here. She might know there we go. She might know the name of the fit and flare dress. I just don't feel comfortable saying that it's burgundy background and blue diamonds. All right. This is by Croft Barrow, extra, extra large. These are pajama pants with a ribbon drawstring. Croft Barrow is one of my most popular brands as well. It's got these teeny tiny little rosebuds, pink and white. Really cute. No pockets in this one. Oh, and it's got a top. So these will be sold together as a set. Forgot about that. Sorry about my squeaky chair. All right, what we got here? Tech Gear 2X on the go. It's a simple basic black t-shirt, but it has slits on the side, which is really nice. Do me a favor and hit the thumbs up if you think about it. I appreciate it. All right. I don't know about this one, if this one's going to go in the store or not, because it looks like it's a men's 3XL. Yeah, it's a men's, but I might put it in there anyway because a men's 3XL would fit a woman like 4XL, 5XL. This is NASA. And I always love to pick up NASA shirts because I live near NASA. And so a lot of people don't see these. This is a shirt I've never seen before. It's really cute. Calvin Klein 3X. Don't see very many 3X in Calvin Klein. This is a sleeveless top. This is great for the office. It has a draped neck. Look at that pattern. Look at those colors. Yeah, that's showing the colors pretty well now. Isn't that pretty? Super stretchy. Can't wait to get these into the store. Just have a few more for you. Don't forget to come back on Thursday. I plan on doing the rest of my haul then. Reba extra large. Reba is a fun brand, and I'll tell you what I love about this tunic. Not just the bling. The bling is incredible. The pattern is incredible. But look at these mesh sleeves. Wow. That is adorable. 3XL. Did I say 3XL? No, extra large. And this looks pretty big, but guess not. Maybe it's a dress. I don't think so. I think it's just an oversized tunic. That's what I think it is. Getting to the end here, guys. All right, got 3 thumbs up. Thank you very much. All right, this is by Valerie Stevens, extra large. It is a zip, quarter zip. I just love the zipper. Look at the zipper. See? Looks like a piece of jewelry. Long sleeve, super stretchy, cotton blend. I wouldn't go far as to say you could wear that on and off shoulder, but it's got an elastic boat neckline. Very, very pretty. I don't think I have any swimsuits in this haul, looks like. All right, this is by H&M. It's an extra large. Is this a romper? Let me check here. Yeah, this is a romper. So cute. So cute. I'm going to say brown and white polka dots. Teeny tiny polka dots. Has pockets. Again, I apologize for the camera. I'll do better next time. And Onk casual, extra large. I don't find very many onks anymore in the extra large and up. So whenever I find one, I grab it. Long sleeve. Really cute. And I believe this is the last one. What do we got here? This is by George. It's a 3X. It is I'm going to call it a nightgown. It has adjustable spaghetti strap, animal print with the mesh around the neckline. And then look at the bottom. Isn't that cute? Okay. I will put one more plug out there for my store. I am a family business, a one-person operation. So you're not going to be dealing with this great big corporation. If you message me, I'm going to message you back. So I hope you will give my store a try. Again, it's pinned up at the top, 10apartstore.com. Over 2,400 items in extra large and up. Great deals, great service. Women's plus size fashion for less. That's my spiel, guys, and I hope to see you on Thursday on my next live stream. Thank you so much for joining me today. That makes me feel so special, so supported. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.